What's up, guys? Welcome back to RC Overload, and as you guys can tell, I am not in the studio today, but instead, we're gonna play some RC video games. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody has had a great week so far. Yes, today we are checking out an RC video game that I kind of mentioned in last week's video. But I recently downloaded it. I've played around with it some, and I figured I'd show it to you guys because I have some ideas brewing with this that I think would be really fun, especially with all of you, if we can get a bunch of people together on this. So, what am I talking about? I am talking about VRC Pro. It's an RC racing simulator game that you can get for the PC. You can actually use your own controller, your transmitter, with it as well. You do need to buy an adapter, but I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. What I wanted to do was jump onto the computer, show you guys it, kind of do like a broadcast type deal, like a screen share with the webcam going and everything like that. So I can walk you guys through everything and show you guys the game itself, because I think it's going to be insanely awesome, again, especially if we can get some people put together. So let's jump into this and show you guys what it's all about. So the very first thing that you guys are going to need to do if you want to download this simulator is go to vrcworld.com. Right up here, again, I'll put a link to it down in the description box so you guys can check it out. This is their homepage right here where you can check out all their information, even list some rankings of other racers on here, what's everybody racing, where is everybody racing type deal. A lot of cool information. But one of the first things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to register onto the VRC World portal. I've already gone ahead and done that, so I'm going to log in, kind of give you guys a brief overview. Let's do RC Overload. Close your eyes. Password. Okay, so we're going to log in. And again, it'll bring you back to the homepage, but we'll go to my profile. As you guys can see, I've set it all up under RC Overload, or my name. I filled out some information. But it's cool here in the portal. You got a race history, a car class popularity. Basically shows you what cars you're using the most of. As you can tell, I've kind of played around with a few different ones myself already. And trophies, achievements, friends. Unfortunately, I have no friends. No friends. No friends on here. But this is kind of your profile. You can update it, account balance, private message, friends, photos, and so forth. Even kind of gives you a total distance driven, 35 kilometers, which is pretty cool. I do want to put out that most of this is in Europe, kilometers, and it does take euros, or virtual euros, in other words, but I'll go over that as we progress here. So, how do you go ahead and start downloading the game? Well, the game, you would head over to the downloads button right up here at the top. You can either choose one of these two locations to download it from. They're both the same. I tried both of them, and it downloads the same thing. If those don't work for some reason, you can go ahead and try these ones a little further down here. But in the middle, it tells you the system requirements right here. Kind of just do a brief overview. Windows XP. These are minimum specs, by the way. Minimum specs are Windows XP, multi-core CPU. Basically, almost all CPUs should be able to run this. A GeForce FX 5600 or an ATI Radeon X600 graphics card. Basically, bottom of the barrel. What comes out of most stock computers when you buy them at the store anyways. So that shouldn't be an issue. At least 1 GB available system RAM. 2 GB is recommended. 2 GB free hard disk space. Something that produces sound so you can hear everything. Internet connection and a VRC USB adapter or controller, which is optional. Now, once you've gone ahead and download that, you'll open it up, do some updates and stuff like that, but we'll get into that in just a minute. What I wanted to show you guys is like I mentioned before, you can use your own transmitter, like how I have my Spectrum transmitter, where I use it on all my cars. I can use that on this game with an adapter. So what you would do is you would head over to eShop up here at the top. Here is everything that you can buy, memberships, subscriptions, that type of stuff, and then the USB adapters. Now, here is the thing. They did have, and I looked into this, they did have a USB adapter that was like under $20, basically, US dollars, that you could use to hook up your transmitter, and it worked great. Unfortunately, what I found out in a blog post of theirs is that that USB adapter is no longer available. They can't get the parts for it anymore. It was kind of an all of a sudden type of deal. They are working to try to get something a little bit cheaper for everybody, but until then, if you do want to get the adapter, they do offer these ones from 9 Turbo. According to them, these are very high performing adapters. Response times are huge. They are a bit pricey, but it is what it is. And I personally am going to be looking at maybe this 12-bit 9 Turbo 1 month all-inclusive purchase. I'll probably be looking at that so I can use my transmitter with it. But it does come with a 1 month. You can also do a 3-month option. This was the old original one right down here at the bottom. This is no longer available. I don't know why it's still there, but it is no longer available according to them. You can also get a 6 months introduction offer. Costs you €749 or just something. I don't know. But the total cost is €44.95. And that's that, okay? So you can also buy some other stuff, some decal sheets and everything else if you want to support them. You can buy tracks, components, accessories for your cars, and stuff like that. But I'll show you guys what all that is when we get into the game here. So now that I kind of just did a brief overview, let's jump right into the game and kind of show you guys the game a little bit. I'm not going to do anything extensive, but I'll play around on a few of the tracks and show you a few of the cars. First things first, let's head over to my lovely desktop here, which has a picture that I took. Trying out a few photos I took for desktop images I might end up selling later on. But anyways. So once it's installed, it'll download to the folder that you select. You're going to want to find that. Within that folder, open it up. It's going to go through an install process like all games and so forth. Once it's done installing, you'll get a desktop icon. Double click it. It's going to load up, bring up this cool little loading page. The very first time that you load it up, or any time that there is this update for the game, it's going to do the update automatically. Now, the very first update is actually going to take some time. I think when I first did the update, it took almost 30 minutes, and I have a very high internet connection. I have an i7 CPU. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, my computer is pretty fast for the most part, and my internet is extremely fast, and it still took 30 minutes to download. So if you don't have a top-of-the-line stuff, most likely it's going to take a bit longer. So just to give yourself some heads up. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and click on Start VRC. This will always pop up every time you start the game. All right, so I went ahead and just shut down the music for now. As you can see, this is kind of your starting point when you start the game. This is like your main menu, right? At the very top, you have all your options for actually playing. We have practice, time trial, events, multiplayer, where you can play with other players online, battle, compete, get rankings, and so forth. Replay, your car setup. And at the bottom here, we have select track, select car, accessories, accounts, options, credits, and exit. Kind of go over each one of those a little bit here momentarily, but if you take a look, the background, you can see we have a track, which actually changes every time you select a track, which I think is pretty cool. So let's select a different track to show you guys. These are the different tracks that are available. All the ones in red will come with the subscription when you pay for the subscription, along with other stuff, but the ones that aren't highlighted in red are the ones that we can use. So for instance, let's just pick Bash Pit Long, okay? Let's select it, and you guys can see in the background will all of a sudden change to that track. As you can see, it's now changed. It's kind of cool. I like that. And over here, we just have a lot of items within our shop. You can click on each one of the things to get a little more information about what it is. So like right here, we have a toolkit. If we click on that, it'll open up. It's a Huddy toolkit. We can change our menu things. We can add, different pit towels. So let's change to that one. Pit light, we got one. Chassis stand, let's go with the Protect. Just kind of playing around a little bit here. And as you can see, everything just changed. So it's cool. You can set it up to your liking. It's awesome. So, So now, okay, let's talk about your car a little bit, right? So in here, down at the bottom, you can select car. They give you all these different options of cars that you can select: 1/8 nitro, electric, 10 scale electric, nitro, on-road, off-road, and so forth. Right now, I'm on the 1/10 electric short course four-wheel drive truck because I used that coupon code earlier to access that truck. Gave me that truck for free and all the upgrades with it. Let's, for instance, let's pick 1/8 nitro buggy, okay? So we select the nitro buggy. You can either choose spec performance or modified performance, right? Unfortunately, in the free version, you can only use the spec low performance with some options, okay? If you choose the modified, you can only you only have the option to purchase it. Whereas if you hit the spec, you can select it. Now you can buy the stuff, you can, purchase everything and whatnot and be able to use it, in the game for however long. I'm pretty sure it's infinite. But for right now, we're going to hit spec, we're going to hit select. These are all the different options, setups that we have going on here. You can choose different classes. Just going to leave the associated blue, so we're going to load that. All right, and there we go. We have our 1/8 scale nitro buggy, which is right here. Pretty sweet. I like how the graphics are in this, how it can constantly change. But so now that we've done that, we can go over and we can choose accessories, right? Oh, that's that thing, okay. All right, so now that we have our car, we kind of have our track set up. Let's go check out how to set up our car, right? Okay, so car setup, up in the right-hand corner there. Get into your workbench, right? You can customize your car by changing the paint scheme. And as you can see, the body in the back there is changing. Let's go with red. Body decals, okay? You can change the decals to whoever you want. Let's just pick Proline. Wheel color, you can change the wheel. Let's go with some funky blue. Wing decal, let's go with HPI. Wing color, go with yellow. We got a crazy looking thing going on here. But you can change the different things on your car. You can change the chassis. The chassis is more of picking what kind of car you want. But since we have the buggy, we're not going to pick the chassis. The engine, right now they only list the .21 motor for it. Let's check out the tires, that you can select the front wheels or the rears. Tire compounds, you got buggy 1, buggy 2, 3, 4, same with the rears. Let's just pick some random ones. They will change pictures. I'll show you guys here with the short course truck what I mean. You can change the fuel. Up here at the top, you have your fuel options, right? Team Losi, so forth. You can go over Bryon fuels. Just pick that. And then down at the bottom here, you have your car setup. So you can change, things on the chassis, the driveline, engine clutch, setup sheet, shocks, and suspensions. So in the setup sheet, unfortunately, because I believe this is the free version, so you don't have full access to all of it, you can only adjust the transmission spur gear, okay? And as you can see, it'll change your gear ratio down here. Your fuel mixture settings, main needle, low speed needle, and idle adjustments. You can adjust all that. So we'll hit close. All right, so that's kind of your customizing, but I do want to show you real quick on the short course truck. So we'll pick the short course, select modified because I already got that with that coupon code. Load that, and as you can see, it's now changed the car again. So we'll go back up to car setup. Motor, okay, so now see how there's more options here. You got 17.5, 13.5, and an 8.5, which is what I'm using right now. You can also purchase the 7.5 motor as well, 7.5 turn. All right, but we'll leave that. Speed controller, we have that one. We have different speed controllers from all different companies that you can use, depending on what it is maybe you have. You can choose different batteries, different wheels and tires, different, setups on this. There was only a couple things. Body, you can get different bodies from HPI Racing, from Proline Racing, like the Flowtech body, and so forth. You can buy all that. The price is listed down here at the bottom. All right. So we're just going to leave our setup the way it is for now. And let's get right into the actual driving part of it, right? Because that's what everybody wants to see. You can, real quick, you can add multiple accounts to this by clicking on accounts. You can register a new user. And you have all your options, sound options, advanced options. You can, lap times. I'm going to shut that off for now because it is kind of annoying. Race options, camera controls and stuff like that. So a variety of different things that you can, change and set up. Too bad you couldn't turn that on. That'd be kind of cool. Like hit a switch. All right, so again, at the top, we have all of our racing options. For right now, I'm just going to do practice because I don't have a controller. I am going to be using a keyboard. So in here, we already picked our track. So this is VRC Bash Pit, long layout. We have race duration, quality, duration, track grip, air temperature, atmospheric pressure, humidity. All of that can be changed and adjusted to whatever you want. Performance level of other cars on the track, easy. You can select practice alone, practice with collisions on, and then you can choose how many people you want to be practice racing with. These are bots. These aren't real people racing with you. They're just pre-programmed into the game. I only have 3 selected because it does take a while to load them all in. So we'll hit practice. It's prepping the other 3 racers I've selected, and we'll kind of just jump right into it. Any day now. All right, cool. So now it's loading the track. That did take about 1 to 2 minutes, so it does take some time between the loading sometimes to get everything.
Enjoy your racing.
All right, so some options, tool tips right there, basically. As you can see up at the top left, you have your positions of who's racing with you, where your position is. It'll give you your lap time and so forth. At the top right, again, lap time. I'm sorry, the left was gap. Right is lap time, average lap time, and so forth. At the bottom here, you have all your options. Now, what's really cool is while you're on the track, you can make some of these adjustments to your car to see how they perform. So you don't necessarily have to go back to the main menu and hit car setup. You can do a lot of these changes right here while you're practicing. So again, you have your suspension front and rear, shows your motor temperature, your battery life, gearing, you can change that, braking and steering, body and wheels, pit clock, change brake and steer, so forth. You can change your battery right down here if it wears out. So let's just get right into it. And since I'm using a keyboard, it's going to be all the arrow keys. Now the space button, if you do crash, will bring you back onto the track where you kind of last were, and you can take back off again. Mind you, this will be so much easier when I have this transmitter set up, but for now I'm just using the keyboard, and let me tell you, it is going to be quite embarrassing. All right, so let's get right into this. All right. So as you can see, I already crashed. This is great.
You must press the space bar, or the lap will not be counted.
I understand. Thank you. All right. So. Oh. See, I am horrible at this. All right. So let's see if we can take this kind of slow, right? Trying to steer. The steering is so sensitive with the keyboard, but I can adjust that a little bit later on. All right. I just want to. All right. Let's go all the way back. Oh, these bumps. Now you can change views in this. Which I'll show you guys here momentarily. Best moment I've had so far. Not bad, getting a little better there. Big jump, I made it. Got it. Oh, a little too much, a little too hard. Oh, just made it. No, you're not going to pass me. You are not going to pass me. Nope. Aha. Ha. All right, so let's change the camera angle, right? So I believe it was F2. Yep, F2. It'll give you more of that follow feeling. This would be really good for the rally racing that they have on here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, all right. Let's attempt this again. Come on, back up. Oh! Alright, let's try a different... Okay, so we got a different view here. This is kind of, I think, more of like a cinematic view. Yeah, there we go, because it'll change as you're going around. Oh, got taken out. All right, so let's show you guys a different track here real quick. Something a little bit, you know. Let's pick a rally car. Okay. Select car. Rally car. Spec. Load. Select track. We're going to come up here where we can select the different types of track. We're going to do off-road, Rally X. That looks like a good one. We're going to select it. You are now traveling to VRC Rally X1. All right. So we're here. Background changed, which is really cool. Let's go into practice because I'm not going to embarrass myself. Just for the sole purpose of loading this quickly, I'm going to practice alone. So there's no other cars on the track. It'll load me up much quicker. All right. So look at that. I am on the pit stand.
Welcome to this track. Enjoy your racing.
Oh. All right. Let's see. Let's see how well I can do here. Oh. Gotta be very quick on the steering, but at the same time, there's moments where you gotta like hold it for a split second. Oh! All right, let's try that again. Let's line up the car. Yeah, there we go. Moved on over to pavement. Totally different steering. Yeah, it's slippery on the dirt, but grippy on the pavement, for sure. Yeah, but, that was going so good. That was going so good. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, slid. Kind of getting the hang of this keyboard now. Oh, a little too much. Oh, it rolled. Can we get back? Ah, yes. All right. Oh, forgot that turn was coming. Oh, donuts. Let's do donuts.
You must press the space bar, or the lap will not be counted.
I don't want the lap to count. I just want to do donuts. Oh, I made it out of that somehow. Let's just hold the throttle down. Let's see how well we can do. Oh, come on. Oh, no, all right. That was horrible. Oh, guess we're going this way.
You must press the space bar.
Oh, that was awesome! That was awesome! I didn't hit the wall! I'm doing better just by holding down the throttle. I can't see where I'm going back there. All right, so I'm gonna try a 1/8 nitro buggy on pavement with off-road tires. Why? Because I can. That's why. The nitro! What's this in the middle? Oh, I thought it was water or something like that. I don't know. Stupid fast! Is this a bird? This is a bird ball! Oh my god! This is awesome! I gotta hit that again. Oh! No, don't put me back over there. I want to be over here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we landed it! Alright, so let's do this. Ready? See what it looks like from afar. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, all right, guys. Well, that's it for right now. Trying to not make this video too long. But I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, especially once I get a controller and whatnot. You know, it's one of those things where if it's a rainy day or it's at night or you got nothing going on, you don't have time to go out, you can mess around on here and play with stuff. I think it's really cool. I do have this idea where I would love for us to get like a bunch of guys together and do some races and make a live stream video out of it. Because I can stream right through my computer here through live streaming. I think that would be hilarious. I think that would be awesome. So if you guys do sign up, feel free to add me as a friend and we can do races and whatnot. I think that's going to be a great idea, personally. One little thing that I'll add is that when you guys do sign up for the account and it asks who sent you, use rcoverload@gmail.com. I'll post it here somewhere in the video, whatever, somewhere in this area. Feel free to use that. I get a little bit of a kickback to spend to purchase things on here. It's kind of like a referral link, basically. I could have sworn I read somewhere that when you guys do that, not only do I get a little bit for spending on here, but you guys do too. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Things could have changed, but I am just letting you know what I did read. But if you guys do sign up, feel free to spread your referral links all around so people can sign up under your name so you can get, you know, free subscriptions and free stuff like that to use in the game. So, hey, why not? It's free, right? A free game, a lot of fun. We can do multiplayer events. I see this being pretty cool. So, that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was fun. It was totally different. Hopefully we can do more of this here in the future. And if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to post them down below in the comment box, and I'll try my very best to respond to as much as I can in my busy life. So, that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next RC Overload. Later!